Hi, it's Dwayne from GetGuardian. I'm here to walk you through setting up alert integrations from the GetGuardian platform dashboard. GetGuardian allows you to push incident alerts to the channels of your choice, from communication channels like email or Slack to your favorite workflow platforms like Jira. Alerts will give you details about the incident, including the trigger detector and location info, specifically the org and repo involved, all without revealing the detected secret or other sensitive data, avoiding further secret sprawl. Alerts also link the incident to the GetGuardian dashboard so you can start the remediation process as fast as possible. For most integrations, you can configure how frequently alerts are sent, either just for the first occurrence of an incident or for all the occurrences. You can modify frequency at any time so you can adapt as your situation changes. Let's walk through setting up, configuring, and testing these integrations. Let's start with email, which is actually already set up for you and a rather special case. By default, each member of a GetGuardian workspace is sent an email anytime the platform detects an incident, or when a historical scan completes, or when new feedback has been added by an external user, as well as when someone new is granted access to a specific incident. In the GetGuardian dashboard, you can find the email notification menu by clicking on Settings in the left sidebar and then clicking under Notifications under the Personal section. From here, you can tailor the notifications, choosing only to hear about the new incidents or any combination of the options listed. This is the only alert where you can't alter the frequency. Only one email is sent for multiple occurrences of the same incident. This is done to prevent alert fatigue. Next up is one of the most versatile formats ever invented, event-based custom webhooks. Webhooks can be used with any server that accepts incoming JSON encoded HTTP post requests. Even if you're rolling your own tools, it's very straightforward to integrate GetGuardian alerts. Of course, we're always thinking about security. That's why you can always check that requests are indeed coming from GetGuardian and that the payload was not altered during the transport. We lay out the full verification procedure in our documentation. We also guard against replay attacks through the use of timestamps in the header. If it looks staler than a few seconds, it's always a safer move to drop the request. Custom webhooks allow you to subscribe to three groups of events: incidents, occurrences, and incident notes. There are 13 possible changes to an incident state that trigger a new alert. This includes when a new incident is triggered, an incident being resolved or ignored, as well as if it's shared or assigned, just to name a few of the options. Occurrences trigger upon the detection of a new occurrence of an incident, and incident notes trigger when a new note is created for an incident. To set up your webhook in the GetGuardian dashboard, click on the Integrations in the left-hand sidebar, and then scroll down the page to the Alerting section. Click on the Custom Webhooks Install button, and that will open the Custom Webhooks menu where you can manage and create webhooks. The first thing you need here is to name your custom webhook. Next, you need to give it the webhook URL for the service you're going to use to receive the generated alerts. Now, for today's example, I'm going to be using webhook.site, which is an open source tool and free service used to test webhooks. I'll just go ahead and copy the URL, and then I'll move back to the GetGuardian dashboard. Here, I'll paste it in the webhook URL field. Please refer to the documentation for the service you are using, like Microsoft Teams or Airtable, or whatever you're going to use for the needed address and endpoint configuration steps. GetGuardian generates a default signature token for you to verify the authenticity of the webhook. You can edit this token if you prefer, but once created, you can't access it again, so do make a note of it. Finally, select the events you want to subscribe to. In this case, I'll select all, and hit submit. Congrats! We've now created a new event-based custom webhook. At the top of the same view, we now see our webhook and can edit or delete it. Hovering over the small mail icon reveals that this is the button to send a test message. Let's go ahead and press that now. Over on webhook.site, I can see the post has been successful. The headers look as expected, and the raw content of the message, well, that does look a little weird, but that's actually expected from a test message. It's just some randomly generated data. Any real triggers will populate the message with real incident data, censoring the actual secret in response. Event-based custom webhooks let you integrate with any service that accepts incoming webhooks, but there are some services where we've made it even easier to connect. GetGuardian is natively integrated with PagerDuty, so all alerts sent by GetGuardian can be disseminated through PagerDuty flows. GetGuardian groups occurrences of the same secret under one single secret incident. When GetGuardian detects a secret in your source code, GetGuardian will send an event to a service in PagerDuty. Events from GetGuardian will trigger a new incident on the corresponding PagerDuty service or group as alerts into an existing incident. Let's go ahead and set up PagerDuty. You'll need admin access to get this set up correctly. In the PagerDuty configuration menu, select Services. You can add an integration to an existing service or set up a new service for the integration. But for this example, we're simply going to add GitGuardian integration to an existing service. Click on the name of the service you want to add the integration to, and then select the Integrations tab. From here, you'll click the New Integrations button. In the search menu, we'll go ahead and search for GitGuardian, and there we go. We'll select GitGuardian, and at the bottom, click Add. We've been redirected to the Integrations tab, which is good. We'll click on the gear icon at the end of the GitGuardian internal monitoring integration listed, and from here we can copy the integration key, which we will need to complete the integration with GitGuardian. Now let's go over to the GitGuardian dashboard. Click on the integrations in the left-hand sidebar, and then scroll down the page, find the alerting section, and click on PagerDuty, which I need to move my head just briefly to click on install here. And from here, we'll paste in our routing integration key. Hit submit after selecting the frequency of incident notifications that we want, and we're set up. We can edit or delete from this menu, and hovering over the mail icon, we can trigger a test. Let's go ahead and trigger that, and then we can see what that looks like over in PagerDuty. And on our service dashboard, I can see, yes, in fact, we have detected a test token incident with one occurrence, as expected. Slack is an extremely popular messaging platform. Slack allows feature customizations and app integrations, and also offers a highly modifiable UI. The GitGuardian Slack integration sends a message to a Slack channel in case an incident is detected. In order to set up your Slack integration, you need to provide a Slack incoming webhook URL. To do that, you'll visit api.slack.com/apps. Of course, you can find a direct link to this in our documentation. From here, you want to create a new app. You go ahead and do this from scratch. We'll give it a name. GitGuardian Slack is a good name. And select a workspace. I'm going to select the GG Test Slack, is the one that I own, and create the app. This will redirect me to a basic apps for Slack menu. Select incoming webhooks, or find that through the features menu on the side, and toggle active incoming webhooks to on. At the bottom of this menu, click Add New Webhook to Workspace, select the appropriate channel or the right person to receive the message, and hit Allow. Next step is to copy the new webhook URL you generated, and next stop is the GitGuardian dashboard. Go to Integrations, scroll down, and click on the Slack install. From here, we will paste our incoming webhook URL, decide on frequency, and hit Submit. Just like with all other integrations, we can edit or delete from this menu, and if you hover over the mail icon, we can send a test message. Let's go ahead and send that now. And here in Slack, I can see that I have an incoming test alert telling me that I have set this up correctly. Discord is a messaging and voice application that's used by tens of millions of people every day. One of the reasons it's so popular is the customizability of both the UI and the functionality, supporting many integrations, including GitGuardian alerts. In order to set up your Discord integration, you'll need to create a Discord webhook URL. For this integration, we start in the Discord app. Go up to the top, and from the server menu, click on Server Settings. It's got the little gear icon beside it. From here, click on Integrations in the left, and go ahead and create a webhook. And this will populate a new hook. Opening the new hook, you can modify the name of the hook. I like it the way it is, and explain which channel you want to send it to. In this case, I'm going to send it to my general channel. From here, copy the webhook URL, and I'll meet you over in the GitGuardian dashboard. From the GitGuardian dashboard, we'll click on Integrations, scroll down, and click on the Discord install. From this menu, we will simply paste in our webhook URL, select our frequency, and hit Submit. I can edit or delete the integration from here, and hovering over the mail icon, I can go ahead and test this. I'll click Test, and here in Discord, we can see the incoming test alert. That means we're successful. Jira gained popularity originally as a bug and issue tracker, but today, Jira software has become a full-featured work management tool used by many thousands of organizations around the world. In order to get GitGuardian incidents sent to Jira, you'll need to install our Jira integration through your GitGuardian workspace. You can connect as many Jira sites as you want and choose which projects need to be installed in GitGuardian. This integration uses OAuth, so you will need to install each site with a Jira admin account. In the GitGuardian dashboard, Click on Integrations and scroll down to the Alerting section and find Jira. In this case, it's hidden behind my head. Hit Install. Click Install your first site, and it will automatically redirect you to the OAuth page. In this case, I'm already logged in to Jira, so it's just confirming that this is the right account I should be logged in with, and I'm going to go ahead and hit Accept. Next, we're going to go ahead and add our first project. Now, I only have one project in my Jira for this video, so I'm going to select All Projects, which is my Playbooks project, and confirm the selection. Unlike other integrations, there's no test button found here. To test it, we'll need to actually go to an incident and create a ticket from there. So I'm going to select a random incident, and over on the right, underneath the Collect Feedback section, we now will find a Jira Create a Ticket button. I'll go ahead and create a ticket. I can select the project. In this case, I only have one project to select from. I'm going to call this a test. And in fact, I'm going to call this a test. We'll say what type of issue. We'll call it a task. We'll give it an assignee of myself. We'll give it a priority of the highest. And we'll go ahead and create that ticket. And over in my Jira project, I can see I have a test populated just as expected. The Jira integration doesn't automatically create tickets in Jira when an incident is detected. At this stage, we want to let you choose which incidents need to be pushed to Jira, but automation is on our roadmap. No matter how you like to get your alerts, GitGuardian has you covered. Hopefully we've shown you in this video it's very straightforward to get new alert integrations set up. And remember, you can always alter existing integrations.